Here we're going to find the area of the shaded region enclosed by the curves. So we have two curves. I have this blue curve, y equals x squared minus 4. All right, so we've got y equals x squared minus 4. Sometimes it is above and sometimes it's below. We also have a second curve, which is y equals negative x squared minus 2x. And again, you see here, sometimes it's above and sometimes it's below. So when we're finding the area between two curves, we're going to need to subtract the function on top and subtract from it minus the function on bottom. All right, so in order for us to do that, it's really important that we note we have this point of intersection. So from -3 to that point of intersection, the two curves, blue is on top and then red is on bottom. But after that point of intersection, until we get to x equals +1, we have the red curve on top and then the blue curve on the bottom. So we have one point of intersection listed right here, 1, -3. What we don't know is this ordered pair. So we need to figure that out, and in order to determine what that ordered pair is, we would set these two functions equal to each other. So this is just an algebra problem. I can add the x squared to both sides. I've got 2x squared plus 2x minus 4 equals 0. Factor out a 2x squared plus x minus 4. Sorry, that would be minus 2 equals 0. X plus 2, x minus 1. And we see that our intersection points occur at x equals -2 and +1. So there's my +1 and -2 is right there. So that ordered pair is going to be -2, 0, and I can find the y value by plugging it into either of the two functions. So right here we have -2, 0 as an ordered pair. So let's look at how to set up this area integral. In this case, we would say that the area equals the integral from, we've got x equals -3, so -3 to -2. And we're going to have our above function, which is the blue one, x squared minus 4, minus the below function, -x squared minus 2x dx. And we're going to need to add to that the integral from x equals -2 right here, right? X equals -2 to x equals +1. And in this case, my above function, when I set it up, is -x squared minus 2x minus my below function would be the blue one, x squared minus 4. And again, integrating this with respect to x. So we have two integrals that we need to solve. At this point, you should pause, make sure you understand where I've gotten my integral bounds from and how I've determined above and below and how to subtract. So if I simplify this just a little bit, my area is going to look like -3 to -2. The function in parentheses minus -x squared, that would be plus x squared. So I would have 2x squared minus -2x, that's plus 2x, and then we have minus 4, plus my integral from -2 to 1, I would have -2x squared minus 2x plus 4 dx. So in both of these two integrals that we have set up here, I can see I can factor out a leading coefficient of 2 and -2 respectively. So I'm going to do that. So I have 2, the integral from -3 to -2 of x squared plus x minus 2 dx. And I'll factor a -2 out, so -2, the integral from -2 to 1 of x squared plus x minus 2 dx. So now I have two integrations to do. I'm going to deal with this first one. So this is going to be 2. When I integrate that, I have x cubed over 3 plus x squared over 2 minus 2x. That will need to be evaluated from -2 to -3. And then I have, oh, that's not a 3. And then I have -2. And this integral, when I integrate it, will look the same. So I'll still have x cubed over 3 plus x squared over 2 minus 2x. But my bounds in this situation are going to be from 1 to -2. Now, at this point, in my opinion, we end up with a lot of busy work in order to figure this out. So the first thing I'll do will be to plug in -2. And when I plug -2 into my expression and simplify it, I'm going to end up with 10/3. Minus, I'll plug in -3. And when I plug in -3 and evaluate it, I end up with 3/2. Minus, I'll do the same for the next one. I'll plug +1 in. Plugging in +1, don't forget your 2. So -2, plug in +1, I get -7/6. And then lastly, I'll plug -2 in here again, which will give me 10/3. So I've got -10/3. And I encourage you to just make sure you can do that algebra, evaluate each of those expressions, and get those numbers. And simplifying this, I have 2 times 11/6 minus 2 times -9/2, which is 11/3 plus 9, which simplifies to 38/3. 38/3 is the value of my integral and the area between those two curves.